We have a fucked up society, and that's putting it mildly. A pedophile drops dead. Not just drops dead, it looks like he might have either committed suicide or was suicide. It's easy to say, however, or it's a pretty safe bet to say that there are a lot of people who are breathing a sigh of relief that he has breathed his last breath. However he's died, however, whatever the cause of death, however he ended up dead. We clearly don't know entirely yet. What we do have, however, are people in force spinning conspiracy theories. Already, the man literally has just dropped dead. His body is not even cold yet. And we have conspiracy theories that are trending on Twitter. Welcome to the Soapbox. My name is Jamarl Thomas. This is the Progressive Soapbox. Guys, if you enjoy this content, you find yourself coming back to this channel often, please like, share, subscribe. If you're really digging this content, please consider supporting this content through PayPal or Patreon. YouTube is an untrustworthy actor in this process, and so this content is brought to you by you, and I appreciate you for allowing me the opportunity to do it. Jeffrey Epstein, pedophile, international pedophile. Dead. He tried to off himself, supposedly, once before, at the very least, a suspected trying to off himself. Meaning they found him with marks around his neck. Despite finding him with marks around his neck, either they did not add additional security, either security was lapsed, either he was a master, neck strangler. Well, however, he ends up killing himself under the non-watchful eye of the authorities that are supposed to be watchful. However that takes place, conspiracy theories have started to weave themselves in Twitter. There are few, and two main ones. Clinton body count. Clinton body count. There's that one. Prince Andrew. There's that one because Prince Andrew was in the unsealed documents. But that's not just on the right wing, the left. Joe Scarborough, another right winger who doesn't like Trump, comes out with the Russians. The Russians. A guy who has information that would have destroyed the rich and powerful men's lives ends up dead in his jail cell. How predictably Russian. That's Joe Scarborough. He's literally on television. He talks to people. He gives people information every day, with the exception of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The man just dropped dead. Joe Scarborough is blaming the Russians. The other people are blaming the Clintons. And I got to be honest, I don't know how serious they are in blaming the Clintons, but I have a feeling that Joe Scarborough is pretty serious in blaming the Russians. Lynn Padden, a Trump-appointed head of public housing in New York, Hillaried. They turned it into a verb. Posted on Instagram shortly after Epstein was reported dead. P.S. Let me know when I'm supposed to feel bad about this. Padden was far from the only social media user to implicate the Clintons in Epstein's death. On Saturday morning, another Clinton, quote-unquote, another Clinton, or hashtag Clinton body count and hashtag Clinton crime family trended on Twitter alongside of hashtag suicide and quotation marks around Prince Andrew. Can we not invoke another conspiracy theory? It's weird enough as it is. Is it possible that there were all sorts of incentives to off this man? Yes. Is it possible that his world crumbling around him, he might have offed himself? Yes. Is it extremely weird that a guy who tried to off himself, who's supposed to be under the watchful eye, under the authorities, still gets the opportunity to off himself again? And the question becomes, what happened to the watchful eye of the authorities? Did I want to take a leak? Wink, wink. How did that take place? when that wasn't supposed to be able to take place. So there's all sorts of oddities associated with the story. Can we not, in order to explain those oddities, kind of like saying, thunder is created by God, can we just accept ambiguity and just say it looks like the guy might have offed himself? Or it looks like there is a great potential for somebody to off him. But can we, at the very least, not jump to the conclusion that it's the goddamn Russians or it's the goddamn Clintons? Video's not going to be long. Just saying. The guy is not even cold yet. Not even put into the ground yet. And the Trump, the Trump deranged are saying the Russians. That's amazing. I was just told as an African American that part of the reason that I didn't particularly like police violence is because the Russians were agitating me to dislike that type of stuff. NBC News just told me that. And now Joe Scarborough is telling me that it's the Russians that are probably offed Epstein. We have a sick fucking society. Joe Scarborough's on TV giving people information. I'll leave it here. Like, share, subscribe.